Johnson County Public Library virtual programming. Today's program is our Crafternoons program. So we are going to do a craft. This is a really fun craft that's very simple, requires very little supplies, and I'm guessing you'll have all of them already at home. You can do this with any age child, and the older they are, they can just make it more detailed. So let's get started on our Crafternoon project. You can see it right here behind me. So these are kind of like a tie-dye silhouette, and it uses chromatography, which is where the particles of color will move, and when you add the water to them, it kind of looks like a tie-dye effect. It's really fun to watch happen, and it's very simple. Let me show you the supplies you're going to need to get started today. As you can see, this does not require very many supplies, and they're definitely cheap ones. So I have a coffee filter. Just spread it out on top of some newspaper or cardboard or a tablecloth. Magic markers, just the Crayola water-based or any brand, just a water-based marker. A cup of water, and I used a straw as my way to transfer the water. Some glue and some cutout shapes, and that's all you need to do this craft, and we're ready to go. So all everyone needs to have to begin with is just a coffee filter. It can be any size, it doesn't matter. You're just gonna spread it out. I'm doing it on a paper towel because the ink from these markers does kind of bleed through a little bit. So if you just put something underneath that you don't care about, that would probably be the best idea. This part is, you can be as creative as you wanna be with the colors. So I've done a couple, just to kind of get an idea myself of how it works out. And you can do it where it has lots of colors. You can do it where you have more of the same colors. This one I thought would be fun to make into a space theme. And this to me made me think more of like the ocean and a sunset. How much color you put on when you're coloring will make a difference in how much color is the final product. So I added more marker on this one than I did this one, so it's a little darker. So think about that. Let's go ahead and do one of the dark ones, because I think that'll be easier to show you. I'm gonna start like a planet. And you can start anywhere on your coffee filter. And you're just gonna color in with your magic marker. Mine is Crayola, washable. You don't wanna do a permanent marker. Number one, you don't want your kids to ruin the stuff around you. But number two, this is how it will transfer with the water. So I'm just kind of coloring right onto it. And it doesn't have to be fancy. You don't even have to keep in the lines. I'm making it all the way across, but you could do this in a pattern. So maybe I should do it in a pattern this time, because I didn't do that last time. So I'm gonna add the blue in different places. If you have white spots, it's okay. It still works just fine. But if you color in more, you'll have more color transferring around. So now I think I'm gonna add some purple. So I'm gonna just color in, adding my purple. And you can do these any colors you want. You might want to think about what colors you like and what color you're going to maybe make your cutout that you're going to add to the top, the silhouette. Depending on your silhouette, you might want different colors. So let me keep coloring. So kids, you're coloring too, right? Just color in any way you want. I did purple and blue. This is like a different purple, let's see. It's kind of the same purple. How about if I add some orange? Ooh, this could be neat. Add some orange in here. Okay. Ooh, black. Black is good. I wouldn't recommend doing too much black, because sometimes if you do too much black, at the end all you have is black. So let's add a little bit of accent color for black. But let's not color the whole thing black, or we'll have just a big black paper towel. Okay, let's come back and add in, ooh, maybe some yellow. Whatever colors of markers you have at home will work just fine. And if you have the skinny markers, they will work too. It just will take a little bit more coloring. So I would recommend the nice fat ones. Makes it a little quicker to color. I think I'm gonna go back and add some more blue. to mine. And I know I'm probably doing this a little quicker than you, and that's okay. You can take your time and color in every spot of white on your coffee filter. So you color while I'm coloring, okay? And if you're preschool, you can just scribble, scribble, scribble. If you're older and you want to do patterns and blocks of it, that's fine too. So I've colored mine in. And it just looks like I scribbled color on there, and that's how it's supposed to look, and that's okay. So once you're done coloring in your coffee filter, then we're gonna be ready for the next stage. This is also a good idea why we have the paper underneath, because now we're gonna add a little water. Okay, we don't wanna just dump water all over it, because all of our ink might just go onto the paper towel. So what we wanna do is add the water a drop at a time, and you can watch and see how the colors move around as they absorb. Some of you, I don't know, maybe you guys might have the little eyedroppers or medicine droppers that you could use to soak up water. I didn't have it, so all I'm gonna use is a straw and a cup of water. And if you're using a straw and a cup of water, you stick your straw in and you put your finger over the top and it holds water. See, look, and as you let it go, it drops out. I wanna just use a couple drops at a time, so I'm gonna bring my water over and just gently lift my finger and let drops come. And I'm gonna drop it all over my pattern. If it comes out in a big blob, it's okay. We're just trying to add the water a little bit at a time all over, and you can see the colors are starting to run. Okay, here we go. When you find little dry spots, I'm just actually dabbing the end of the straw onto my color. It looks so neat. It's like tie-dye. If you've ever done tie-dye, it kind of looks like that. Keep going. The other good thing is that we live in hot, sunny Florida. So once you do this, you're gonna need to let them dry. We can't run around with wet ink, or guess what? Your fingers are going to be a mess. So we need to let these dry. You can put them outside on the driveway, in the backyard, on the grass, anywhere, and even probably inside in a window if you have some sun. And then they would dry very quickly because they're coffee filters. So look at the neat oozy pattern we have here now. And it's all on my newspaper underneath, so that's why we put something underneath it. But this is gonna look really cool. I like all the different colors I used. Yours, of course, will look different depending on the colors you use, but they're very, very neat. So this we're gonna set aside to dry. Outside happens really quickly. So this is the one I did yesterday, and it's dry. And I thought this reminded me kind of a planet. So I thought it might be neat to add some stars. So I cut these out. I did black ones, and I did yellow ones. You could also cut out a spaceship. You could cut out some aliens. You could cut out anything you think of that would go on your planet. I did stars. So now I'm going to take my glue. You can just use Elmer's glue, a glue stick, or a dot of glue out of a glue bottle. I'm going to put glue on the back. Put these on here. Just like that. And look at my neat planet. Ooh, I love it. Now I did two yesterday because I wanted to try different colors. So this one I did with more of the brighter colors, and I thought this looked like the sun and it was going into the ocean. So I thought if I did it that way, I could add an ocean creature. So I cut out my whale. Doo, 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 doo. And he's gonna be glued on here too. Same thing, I'm just gonna take some glue and I'm going to put it, oops, he ripped a little bit, that's okay. Because with glue, we can just stick it back on, can't we? I'm gonna glue him down in the water here. Here we go. Look at that. That's my sunset at the ocean, at the beach with that. So you can make any shape. I think I have one more, let me show you. Yes, oh no, that's the same one. Let me, ooh, I did another one. So this one I did very blue as well, and I put a sharp Donna. So you can do any color combination that you want. You can cut out any shape. If you do it in black, it's like then a silhouette. But as you see on this one, I actually put a yellow star, so you could do colors as well. So whatever your imagination comes up with, this project will work out wonderfully. It's inexpensive, easy to do, little cleanup, any age can do it. So I'll have to think about what I want to add on here. I think this one, when it dries, I think I'm going to put an alien, maybe? I don't know. I'll have to see what I can come up with. Can't wait to see what you come up with. If you would love to take a picture and send it to us, we'd love to see it. It's so fun to see what your imagination creates. Thank you for joining me. I'm Miss Kimberly, St. Johns County Public Library, the Ponte Vedra branch, and today's activity was our Crafternoon. You guys have a wonderful day.